Right, as you can see, I have just defeated the Blood Queen, but there was a few things prior to beating her that I based my strategy on, and I didn't even need to use it. So obviously you're going to see the video. It's already pre-recorded, obviously, before this intro. But basically, the whole setup is maybe what you want to aim for, but you're going to see as the video pays out, I picked up cards that I maybe put a bit more research into than the guides online, and made it a lot easier, because there's set cards which you're going to see that we're going to use at the beginning, and on all those middle cards that people were using, and I've showed other videos on YouTube with no commentary and they're quite hard to follow. They haven't showed you a situational thing, because obviously the game's RNG, you know, the Queen's not going to put them in the exact same positions all the time. So I think I've picked better cards, but just bear that in mind when you're watching it. The whole strategy was in place, but I didn't even have to fulfill it. So just remember that when you're watching the video. Oh, also, if there's any cards in my deck that you haven't got, the likeness is it's from one of two places. You'll have either missed it in the Nibelheim General Store, that's got a couple of packs of cards there, or you haven't completed the card Carnival in the Costa del Sol region. If you haven't completed the Carnival, there is a link in the description for that video, because there is a few puzzles for each of the cards that you're going to want to watch to save you some time. So I'll leave the link in the description for that below. Right, so I've had a little bit of a play around with the deck that I want to use. I used a few online, I read into it. I like the idea of some cards and not of the others. So for instance, what we're trying to do with this particular group is in those first 5 cards, we want the 2 Rictus and we want the Chimera, which is there. And the idea behind it is these cards raise power by 1 for each other enfeebled ally and enemy card. So anytime we enfeeble any card, that's going to go up by 1. If we enfeeble more than 1, it's going to go multiple times each hand. And with the Chimera, raise power by 2 for each enfeebled enemy card. Now the idea is they're going to be our backline, Chimera is going to be in the middle, and then eventually when we get enough power built up between those 3 cards, we should get the Gene attack, and we should replace that Chimera with that, and that's what should win us the game. But all the other cards that I've been seeing online, I'm not really finding the benefit from, so I'll go through a few now that I think are going to come in handy. More 1-pawn cards I think are better, so we're going with this. Obviously it raises power of allied cards on the affected tile by 2, so if we're using that, we're obviously going to try and bump up some power on the middle card. This one's great for offensive positions, so on the 2nd or 3rd, you know, in the middle line. If it's destroyed, it's going to take something out with it. Same with this one, same as the bloat float, it's going to act as just more of a counter towards obviously the Queen's plays. Same with this, when first enfeebled. So if the theme is, I've gone with cards that are going to be enfeebled or destroyed. So if we get this on the 2nd or the 3rd slot at the top, when it's enfeebled, it's going to raise the power of whatever's underneath it. Again, this is one, when destroyed, it's going to take something out with it. Again, the Rictus cards, the Naki as well. He's very good. When enfeebled, it lowers the power of all the enemy cards. So the point of this one is just enemy cards that are going to be affected. If he's enfeebled, that's going to help. But, you know, these are all situational cards. We're not going to get into the crux of all of these cards in every single game. I've included Sid's card just because the tiny Bronco card gives a massive boost to your cards. Vincent goes on a bit of a rampage once destroyed with the Galleon Beast, so that's effective. Maybe, you know, a last-ditch attempt to try and save some points. If I don't get the Rictus, I can always put this in the bottom left corner and let it start, you know, getting raised 1 for each enhanced enemy card. They're going to get a lot of enhanced cards, so it's going to work out great. The bomb, don't really need it. Chimera, as I know. Backline, Griffin can be a great replacement for if we're struggling, so we're going to use that. And then this is the main one, the main guy. We're going to replace the Chimera with this, and as you can see, once you replace the Chimera, we're hoping the Chimera is going to be around, you know, 9 to 15 in power in that bracket, and then that's going to give all that power to the 2 Rictuses who have already been building up. That's the theory anyway. Let's get into the game. So we've actually got a Rictus and a Gene attack straight out, and we don't really need the Gene attack, but we have got Vincent as well, so he can be a bit of a saving grace. So let's just see if we get another Rictus or the Chimera. We've got the Chimera, fantastic. Let's put the Rictus down, let's get this ball rolling. At least we can get 2 cards, hoping that the 3rd or the 4th card that we're going to pick up is the other Rictus. Perfect. This is a good start. Really is a good start. In fact, this is the best start we could have had. We've got the full back line, and we've got the Gene attack just in case things get a little bit hairy, which I think they may just do. I'm going to take that just so they don't encroach on the Chimera too much, and then we're going to stick the Rictus down. We've got a bit of breathing space now, so get the Rictus down. Now, we're in position. If they don't take that top rung, oh, they have. They've took the top. Can't use the Chimera. We can use Vincent. Let's get Vincent out. Or do we get Nanaki out? Because, yeah, we're going to use... When enfeebled, lower the power of the enemy cards by 2. Or, when destroyed, add Galleon Beast to your hand. We're going to go with this one because it'll destroy... If they enfeeble it, it'll destroy that card on the top row next to the Rictus. We need a bit of luck here. We've got a bit of luck. They didn't close us out on that square, and I think this might be perfect for this card. Oh, Reaper Tail's going to gain us 2 pawns back. And at least we're going to have some... Oh, look at that. We're going to have somewhere to actually play at least another card. So we've actually got the... We've got a 2 there. We could play the bomb, but I think we're going to control the board. I'm going to play the bomb. When destroyed, so it's going to automatically be destroyed straight away, and it's going to lower the power of the Ifrit card, the Queen's card, and that card, hopefully anyway. Yes! I didn't actually think I'd need the bomb card, but that was fantastic. Oh, they've gained a lot back there. So I'm going to use the Vincent card now. We're going to control the middle. It's going to destroy us, but we're going to get the Galleon Beast card in our hand. And we've also got 2 slots to pick now, 2 pawns to play on. We've still got the middle pawn. No room for the Galleon Beast. When first enfeebled, raise the power of allied on that card. So we'll get the 2 slot back with that. But we're going to lose it straight away. Or we do that, lose that straight away, and we take 4 off the Queen. So that should go... Oh, it's gone right down to 13. And now it's passed. We've actually won this. We've won. I mean, do I want to play this out? Or do I just give up? Because the main thing is this, and that's going to look, you can see the numbers. It's going to put the Rictus at the top up to 19 and the Rictus at the bottom up to 27. We could carry on playing these cards, but we don't have to. But just for reference for yourself, the idea with this setup with the Rictus, the Chimera, and the Rictus at the top is you're supposed to use the Gene attack there to bump those numbers up at the end game. But because I got the bomb, I think I've done it. Just says end match. Should we do it? Let's do it. Wow. So I didn't even need my full main power of that build to do it. The bomb took the Queen out and gave us loads of pawns back.
possible? What foul sorcery? Accursed witch! Even in death, you would thwart me!
Cloud?
You good?
What about...
She's gone.
Oh, she is she? Be still, little puppet. You belong to me now.
Cloud! Use the card.
Don't you dare!
Game over!
Thank you, Cloud. For stopping her. For stopping me. Guess I really let all that genius crap go to my head, huh? After a while, losing became my worst nightmare. I'd do anything to win. And look where it got me.
You are not to blame for this. Evil like that preys on our deepest, darkest fears and worms its way into our hearts. Few ever break free.
You're the best because you worked your ass off. Not because you're a genius. Got it?
Got it. Well, on that note, I'd better get back to it. After all, there can only be one card queen. So next time you want to throw down, you best come prepared.
Right.
Later!
All's well that ends well, I suppose.
Thanks to you.
Couldn't have you dying on me just yet.